I know that I owe you all a September wrap-up video, and that's coming soon. But in the meantime, in between time, let's talk about the books I'm reading in October. Hola, mi gente. MsMalcolmHughes here. Welcome back. I just wanted to come and quickly tell you all the books that I am reading in October. You will see books that are a little different from what I generally read, even though I'm quite the eclectic reader. I did want to, try to do a little bit more with the theme of spooky season this year. So I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone, doing more horror, and we'll see how it goes. So one book I'll be reading in October is Waking the Dead by Yvette Tan. She's actually a Filipino writer, and this is actually a series of short stories. But here's what it's about. A young woman is irresistibly drawn to the polluted Pasig River. A couple finds a baby on their doorstep that may not be human. The author of this book receives random phone calls from her dead father. And in this new edition, a B-movie inspired tale joins the ranks, told with the author's signature meld of Filipino folk beliefs in modern settings. These are some of the stories in the critically acclaimed Waking the Dead and Other Stories, considered a significant work in Pinoy horror literature. I'm super looking forward to that one. Another book I'll be reading is The Secret World of Maggie Gray by Granger. And this one seems so fun, even though it's going to be a little creepy. A vampire, a witch, and a siren get accepted into a magical HBCU. The rest I am not allowed to say, but just know there is a talking cat named Quan, a few murders that went cold, and a world that is just below our feet. That seems like it's going to be so fun. A magical HBCU. It just seems creative and different, and I'm looking forward to it. Another book that I'll be reading has kind of been all over, and it just seemed so good. I think it was Chocolate Covered Chocolate Covered Pages, who I heard talking about this. And I was like, ooh, that sounds good. And since then, I've seen a few other folks talking about it as well. So I really wanted to see what it's about. And that is The Reformatory by Tananarive Due. It says, 12-year-old Robbie Steffens Jr. is sentenced to 6 months at the Gracetown School for Boys for kicking the son of the largest landowner in town in defense of his older sister, Gloria. So begins Robbie's journey further into the terrors of the Jim Crow South and the very real horror of the school they call the Reformatory. Robbie has a talent for seeing ghosts, or haints. But what was once a comfort to him after the loss of his mother has become a window into the truth of what happens at the Reformatory. Boys forced to work to remediate their so-called crimes have gone missing, but the haints Robbie sees hint at worse things. Meanwhile, Gloria is rallying every family member and connection in Florida to find a way to get Robbie out before it's too late. I know this is historical fiction, so terrifying in real life. Also, I hope this book doesn't piss me off, but it sounds like it might, but it might also be really good, so I'm looking forward to it. Because I'll need some lightness to go along with that, another book I have planned for this month is How to Be Eaten by Marie Adelmann. It says, in present-day New York City, 5 women meet in a basement support group to process their traumas. Bernice grapples with the fallout of dating a psychopathic blue-bearded billionaire. Ruby, once devoured by a wolf, now wears him as a coat. Gretel questions her memory of being held captive in a house made of candy. Ashley, the winner of a Bachelor-esque dating show, wonders if she really got her promised fairy tale ending, and Raina's love story will shock them all. Though the women start out weary, judging each other's stories, gradually they begin to realize they may have more in common than they supposed. What really brought them here? What secrets will they reveal? And is it too late for them to rescue one another? This is like a play on some of the classic fairy tales that we all know, and I think that would just be so fun for this season. Another book is one I discussed recently of having purchased in my haul video, and that is My Darkest Prayer by S.A. Cosby. It says, I handle the bodies. Whether it's working at his cousin's funeral home or tossing around the local riffraff at his favorite bar, Nathan Waymaker is a man who knows how to handle the bodies. A former Marine and sheriff's deputy, Nathan has built a reputation in his small southern town as a man who can help when no one else can. When a beloved local minister is found dead, his parishioners ask Nathan to investigate, but things get complicated, and Nathan must use all his varied skills to navigate the murky waters of small-town corruption, even as dark secrets of his own threaten to come to the surface. What's scarier than secrets? Especially if they're being revealed. Okay, so another book that I want to read this month, because I meant to read it during the summer, and summer is like over, but I still want to read it before we're too far from summer, and that is Curvy Girl Summer by Danielle Allen. And for those of you not familiar, though it was everywhere, it says, "There's got to be an easier way than dating. I want the shortcut. I want to just find my person and start our lives together." After a one-night stand with her clingy ex, Aaliyah James has an epiphany. This ain't it. She knows what she wants, and she's ready to move past casual hookups, flings, and situationships. But for her family, the clock is ticking. After all, she's almost 30. And when they imply that her personality and her body might be too big to land a man, she lets them know they've gone too far. And her non-existent man loves her curves. Thank you very much. Now, she has 7 weeks to find the perfect boyfriend to rub in their faces at the big fancy birthday celebration she's been planning. After her first blind date goes wrong, charming local bartender Ahmad Williamson consoles her with a drink and some playful banter. Aaliyah takes him up on his suggestion to use a dating app, but the more she sees of his warm, funny, and easygoing nature, the less she wants to check her DMs. Will her next swipe bring her closer to true love, or is her real match closer than she thinks? As we get closer and closer to cuffing season, that should be a good read to also balance out some of these others. Another book I want to read this month, because I want to watch the series that came out recently, is Uglies by Scott Westerfeld. It says, "Tally is about to turn 16, and she can't wait. In just a few weeks, she'll have the operation that will turn her from a repellent ugly into a stunningly attractive pretty. And as a pretty, she'll be catapulted into a high-tech paradise where her only job is to have fun. But Tally's new friend Shay isn't sure she wants to become a pretty. When Shay runs away, Tally learns about a whole new side of the pretty world, and it isn't very pretty. The authorities offer Tally a choice: find her friend and turn her in, or never turn pretty at all. Tally's choice will change her world forever." Learning the ugly truth. That's scary. That's scary indeed. Okay, so the last thing I want to read this month, or for the month of October. So as you all know, I've been unpacking my books and cataloging, and with that, I've been unpacking my comics as well. And so I haven't read a comic in a hot minute, and I want to get back into them. And I feel like it's the perfect time to start adding them to the reading rotation. And what's more frightening during spooky season than The Walking Dead? So this is book 1 of the compiled comics. And I'm so excited to get back into this. The show was like too gruesome for me, but the comics were okay. So I'm excited to like reread this, get back into it, and come and discuss this with you all as well. That's what I want to read for October. There are some others that might come. I have a list of hopefuls, but no promises. These are the ones I'm definitely going to try to get through, see how the month goes. It seems like there may be some really good perspectives here, and I may have a really good reading month. Wish me all the best. September was cool, but I'll talk about that when I post my wrap-up video. As always, I am MsMalcolmHughes, one who believes that books are sometimes better than people. And until next time, please remember to give time, to be kind to each other, and to have the very best day of your life on purpose. And as this weather gets cooler and sad kicks in, seasonal affect depression, may we all find ways to bring ourselves joy and lean on community and know that it's a season and seasons change. So that's it for me, y'all. Have a good one. Take care of each other. I'll see you soon. Bye.